Are you genuinely kidding me? What the hell is going on with the WWE, my brothers and sisters? How are we in this predicament? How is Cody Rhodes literally, after losing the Elimination Chamber, a week later gets a freaking title match and he wins it? He freaking wins the title match against Drew McIntyre, bro. This is what I'm talking about, man. This is what is wrong with the WWE. Now, listen, I'm going to be looking at it from a different lens, okay? I'm going to show you guys what is really going on. The reason why we even went through this little side quest BS is so basically that Triple H wouldn't have to book Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes at this year's WrestleMania. That's as simple as it can get. Okay? That is the simplest way for me to explain it to you guys, okay? That is really what is going on here. They never cared about Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre was never a part of their plans. You understand? It was never about Drew McIntyre, squeezing a victory out of Cody. Listen, how long have they been feuding? Pretty much since after SummerSlam, right? After SummerSlam, so let's just say late August. From late August up until now. That's literally 7 months. They've been feuding for 7 months straight for nothing. And not only that, Cody Rhodes legitimately had beaten this guy clean at freaking WrestlePalooza. And then he beat him later on as well in another PLE. I forgot which one it was. I think Saturday's main event. He beat him clean there as well. And I think he beat him clean again afterwards. And then suddenly at the 3 stages of hell match, not only that, right? In kayfabe, you have you've literally sterilized Drew McIntyre to the point where nobody even expects him to win no more by the 3rd match or whenever they had the 3 stages of hell match. He goes into the match, nobody expects him to win. Suddenly, freaking Fatu comes out, then he shows up and he costs I don't even want to say he costs Cody the match. He literally runs into the cage and then Cody, Drew, he flops out of the cage and then he becomes a freaking champion. Does that look like an actual champion? Does that look like a way somebody can be crowned champion? No. But all of this happened just in time for the Royal Rumble. Just when the Royal Rumble was about to happen, Cody loses the title. Why? Why? Because they knew Roman was going to win the Rumble. So what does Triple H do? He literally sidesteps Cody Rhodes. And I'm sick and tired of this guy, bro. I am sick and tired of Cody Rhodes. I'm sick and tired of the way that everybody is being booked aside from him. Everybody is a weakling aside from Cody Rhodes. Even Roman Reigns to a certain extent. I mean, this guy literally lost to big back Bronson Reed. This guy literally lost to big back Bronson Reed. Are you kidding me? Big back Reed. And then before you know it, now we're Roman wins the freaking Rumble and then he goes ahead. And the thing is this. Roman wins the Rumble and then he stands in front of Cody and CM Punk and then he still has the audacity to ask us which title would look good on his shoulder. Man, that title would look good on my shoulder. Which title, bruh? Which title? You mean the one that you lost and you still haven't caught a freaking rematch for? That one? You've lost that title 2 years ago and you're not even challenging for a freaking rematch? Are you serious right now, bro? This is why WrestleMania 42 is going to suck, my brothers and sisters. Damn it, man. Damn it, man. I don't even want to give the respect and love, and I respect you, I reverence you, I appreciate you, my brothers and sisters, to this freaking storyline, because there is nothing. All this storyline did was serve the purpose for Roman Reigns not to be able to challenge Cody Rhodes. And now look at the fiasco that we're in, bruh. Now look at the fiasco that we're in. And then we have the audacity to then ask ourselves this. The winner of the Elimination Chamber. Are they going to main event WrestleMania or what? We have 2 nights. You tell me, brother. Which night is he going to main event? Right? The title that Roman Reigns held for 4 years plus is now going to be main evented on night 1. Like, everything right now is so screwed, right? Like, I swear, like, I am unable to talk about anything else other than the obvious fact, okay? The obvious fact is this. We have been stalled for such a long time, and my brothers and sisters, I'm sick and tired of it, man. I'm sick and tired of we are genuinely being stalled. Now, the stalling began after Cody won the title. He held the title for a year straight going into WrestleMania 41, true. Cena had to literally turn freaking heel with The Rock's help. And he still barely won it off this dude. He still barely won it off this dude, man. And that is John Cena. And the fact is, even him as a heel couldn't hold it longer than 3 months. He couldn't hold it longer than 3 months. 3.5 months. He won it mid-April. He lost it early August. 3.5 months. And now Drew McIntyre, he literally won it like, what was it, like early January, late December, something like that. And then a month and a half later, he drops it back to Cody. Why? Why did we do this? Well, obviously, I just told you guys why that happened. So that we could have sidestepped the freaking match with Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. Well, if it is that much of a freaking issue for you to book a babyface Cody versus a babyface Roman, then why did Triple H allow either of them to be a babyface going into it? Now, let me ask you guys this question. Did it not feel to you guys that the second promo between CM Punk and Roman Reigns was falling flat? Did it not feel like that for you guys? To me, it did. Right? Like, look, the first promo was good and all, but the reasoning behind it didn't make sense. Roman Reigns wins the freaking Royal Rumble, and then he finally is face to face with CM Punk, and he says, guess what, Punk? I'm not over here challenging for that freaking secondary title because I want that title. No. I'm not even picking you because you're on freaking Netflix. No, not even that. I am simply picking you because I have always hated you.
You fucking mark!
Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? You hated this? Bro, this guy's been giving out 3-4 title matches in January alone. You didn't have to win the freaking Rumble. You could have walked into Monday Night Raw, right, which is supposed to be your brand. You could have said, Punk, I want a title shot. And, you could have taken the belt off of him. You could have done that. And then Cody could have won the chamber. Or, do this right now, like whatever the hell he did. And then Cody could be champion. Roman could be champion. And they could both walk into freaking WrestleMania, and then they could face off in a champion versus champion matchup. And then they could have unified it, and then finally ended the freaking feud. But no, we have to stall, right? And let me ask you guys in chat right now. Does WrestleMania 42 feel like a WrestleMania? Not to mention the freaking botch fest the match was. This match right now, like, I'll get back to the whole thing with WrestleMania 42. There was a spot, right, with the table, bro. Look, Cody gets him on the freaking table for the Cross Rhodes. He tries to twist him, and the freaking table collapses. This match was a botch fest. It sucked. It was just horrible. Now, focusing back to freaking WrestleMania 42. Does it feel like Mania season yet? Does it feel like a new era? Does it feel like cinema? Does it feel like... Are you enjoying the show? It's all part of the show, man. It's all part of the show, man. You know what I'm saying? They're all ass, no gas with it. Yarameen, bro. That's what it is. So let's just focus on what is going on right now. Cody Rhodes lost the Elimination Chamber because Drew McIntyre literally ran into the cage and hit him with a freaking belt. And yeah, he kind of like knocked him for a loop a little bit with the title shot. Okay? And then RKO was hit on freaking Drew McIntyre, and then no. So I think it was first an RKO, then a Cross Rhodes, and then an RKO on Cody Rhodes. But like, so the reality is, right? If Drew McIntyre had simply not gotten himself involved, probably more likely than not, Randy Orton was going to win the chamber. Had Drew McIntyre not even ran in, he would have still been champion. He wouldn't have had to have this freaking match, which he was supposed to not even have from the beginning. What was the stipulation, guys, during the contract signing? What was the stipulation? If Cody Rhodes loses his title, he will not get an immediate title rematch, or he will not get a rematch period or something like that, right? That was the stipulation, right? And that was a stipulation they held on to for about 2 months. And they've been on that for like a good time, right? But then suddenly the chamber ends, right? So like the Royal Rumble ends. So, you know, there is no like logistical way for Cody to get the title back. One opportunity is scrapped. The last opportunity stands. That's the chamber. He goes in and he cannot win the chamber. All right, there's literally no way for Cody to get the title back. Randy won the chamber. He didn't have the Rumble victory. He didn't have the chamber victory. All right, Cody is cooked. There is no title match for Cody. But we can't have that, can we? We cannot really have that now. How are we going to walk into WrestleMania 42 without Mr. Paw Patrol? How? You know what I'm saying? How are we going to walk out of WrestleMania and we're not going to see freaking Paw Patrol with the... My father said when I was younger, tough times made better men. To give it all away, I'd give it all away. To take my freedom. Whoa, whoa. How? How can we get that? No, we cannot. We cannot walk out of WrestleMania without Cody Rhodes with a freaking title. So somehow we have to randomly force Nick Aldis to come out and say, you know what, Drew? You're no longer going to go viral on social media. No. You're going to wrestle Cody Rhodes, and that's happening next week. Cooked? You're cooked? Right? You're cooked. At least we can say freaking Drew McIntyre had a title defense against Sami Zayn that, like, you know, lasted about 10 seconds or so. At least he freaking squashed that lollipop, bro. At least he squashed that freaking lollipop, bro. I mean, WrestleMania 42 is literally in the dumpster, bro. Like, another thing that makes WrestleMania 42 even worse is this whole fiasco of a promo between Rhea Ripley. How are you, Rhea Ripley? And Jade Cargill. Now, as you guys know, they've been going at it on social media. And, Jade Cargill was like, you know what, man? Like, all this time that you spent with the creative team backstage trying to politic your way to the top because mom is always on top, I'm not having that no more, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm the real champ, and you will acknowledge me, all right? And then, that's what you would expect, right? For them to talk about, but no. Jade literally comes out and says, Rhea, I respect you. I love you. I need you. I respect, like literally, she's talking about respect. And then she goes on to say, Rhea, I respect the way you built your body in the gym. You have big arms. Mine are bigger. You have big quads. Mine are bigger. You have big biceps. Mine are bigger. You have big... like, what the hell is this promo segment, bro? The one thing I thought they could have genuinely had going into WrestleMania was maybe this feud. Because it was kind of shoot style. Was it real? Was it not real? It's two compelling characters going at it, first of all. Second of all, good styles. Third of all, is it real or not? So, and then they go out there and they completely squash it, bro. And then they're like shaking hands twice. Like, bro, get the hell out of here, bro. And now you want to talk to me about WrestleMania 42? Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton? Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton? Are you kidding me? Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton? You mean the match we had last year at freaking King of the Ring? The same match we got last year where Cody Rhodes beat Randy Orton clean? Now we're going to get that match at WrestleMania for the title? Doesn't make any sense to me, bro. I swear, if Vince McMahon was here today, bro, he would say this right here.
You're fired!
He would literally fire freaking Triple H for this booking, bro. Oh, what? Oh, I want to become 15-time champion. And this is all they have going for themselves. The novelty of the number. The novelty of this. The novelty of the John Cena heel turn, the novelty of him becoming the never seen 17, the novelty of him having a rematch against freaking CM Punk, against Randy Orton, the novelty of him rematching AJ Styles and Brock Lesnar, like the novelty of him winning the freaking Intercontinental title that he literally lost a week later to freaking Liv Morgan hitting him with the Pop Rocks. Liv Morgan came out, sprinkled some freaking snow bunny hypnosis over John Cena, and freaking Roxanne Perez hits him with the Pop Rocks. Are you kidding me, my brothers and sisters? That is what WWE is about right now. The novelty act. And wouldn't you know it? The novelty acts are only for those people right now within the WWE who are literally the last guys who could have the novelty act. Let me ask you this question. If Randy Orton was never a thing in the WWE right now, who would be in this position right now instead of freaking Randy Orton? Please tell me. Now, Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton is a good match. Yeah, sure. Yeah, they have storylines. Yeah, they were in Legacy. Cool, whatever, right? I agree. And there's no problem with that. I know why they made it, because it's the best thing that you could make. But what if he wasn't there? What if Randy Orton wasn't there? Who would you have Cody Rhodes wrestle? Sami Zayn? Jey Uso? Drew McIntyre again? Are you kidding me, my brothers and sisters? Like, if they had no shame, they would literally put Brock Lesnar back in there, bro. Literally Brock Lesnar, bro. Maybe even Danhausen. Who knows? Let's go viral on social media. Let's go viral. Now, who could you really put up there? Trick Williams? I mean, bro, he literally just debuted, man. Now he's going to be in the freaking main event of WrestleMania? Nah, that's not going to happen. Jacob Fatu? Hell no. This guy literally lost the Solo Sikoa of his title, and then he jumps off the freaking cage, and then he acts like he freaking won the feud. You kidding me? Doesn't work for me either, bro. And what does that all signify, my brothers and sisters? It signifies the problem the heel has been talking about for the last 2 years, which is we are right now in the spin-off feud trying to make sense of anything that doesn't make sense. Had we gotten the rematch this year built up to WrestleMania 42, we would have came out of that whole fiasco knowing who the better man was between Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. Probably it was going to be Cody Rhodes anyway, but still, we would have gotten closure. And then from there, we could have built up a proper challenger. Instead of having Drew McIntyre job out to Jelly Roll, instead of having Drew McIntyre job out to Randy Orton, instead of having Drew McIntyre job out to CM Punk and Damian Priest and Aleister Black, and then suddenly he has a title around him, that's going to make him feel weak. And that's exactly what happened. Instead of having him go through that entire humiliation process, we could have actually had him built up properly heel. I mean, like a proper heel that you can kind of fear. That he wins his freaking feuds. Well, hell, he doesn't even have to be a freaking heel. I mean, he could have been a babyface for all I care. People want to like Drew McIntyre. They like him. You understand? They like him. But who else is there? And that is the reason why they're doing this right now, chat. That is the reason. Because if they make Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns happen right now, they know from the fallout, they're going to have nothing left. At least they can say, well, it was, I mean, are you kidding me? CM Punk, Roman Reigns, look at the name value. Are you kidding me? Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton for his 15th time World Championship at WrestleMania. That it doesn't do it for you? That is not good enough for you? You see what I mean? Like in isolation, these ideas sound good. But when you look at the history that all of these guys had going into their matches, it's a fucking joke. It's a fucking joke. Roman Reigns has lost every single match that he has been in last year. Big Back Greed beat him. He didn't secure the pin at SummerSlam. He lost the Royal Rumble. He lost the freaking match at WrestleMania. He lost the freaking War Games match. And now he's walking into a freaking WrestleMania. And he's got the audacity to like look into the crowd and freaking light skin stare and try and mock the freaking camera. Bro, you've been jobbing. What about CM Punk? Has he been better? CM Punk was getting bullied left, right, and center last year by freaking Seth Rollins, right? He lost to Seth Rollins. He lost the Rumble. And then he goes into SummerSlam. He finally gets a title. Immediately gets freaking cashed in on. And then he doesn't win the title back. For how many months? I don't know. He hadn't won the title back up until Seth Rollins popped his freaking knee again, or like his freaking elbow, whatever, and he got injured, and then the freaking title was in vacant mode, and that's how he got the title back. So he didn't even win the title off of merit, bro. He just won it because of circumstance. All right, let's look at Randy Orton. Randy Orton hasn't won a single PLE match since last year WrestleMania against Joe Hendry, bro. This guy hasn't won anything proper, bro. He's been losing to everybody. He lost to freaking Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre. He literally tag teamed with Jelly Bean, bro. And he's going to walk into WrestleMania with all like, as if like he's been on a freaking high roll. You kidding me? You wouldn't have even probably won the Chamber had Drew McIntyre not run in. And then we have to look at freaking Paw Patrol. Mr. freaking Paw Patrol, bro. Mr. freaking Paw Patrol, who has been camping the freaking title for the last 2 years, right? He won it April 2024, and he's going to walk into, April 18th, 2026, once again as champion, bro. For 2 years straight, this guy has been holding a title and he has told zero compelling stories. And the only story that was kind of interesting was the John Cena one. But, you know, let's be honest, bro. John Cena could have wrestled a freaking broomstick that night and that would have still been over. So it definitely didn't come down to freaking Cody, bro. It didn't have to come down to Cody. It didn't. So right now, do you see why all of this feels, you know, moronic? Do you see why WrestleMania 42 doesn't have the hype around it that we need to have it? Nobody that is challenging feels like a worthy challenger. Nobody that is a champion feels like a champion, right? I mean, look at Cody Rhodes. I mean, bro, you literally just lost a title not too long ago and you just won it back. Oh, yeah, but he was cheating, Yachty, bro. Whatever, bro. You get what I'm trying to say here, though, right? WrestleMania is totally cooked. I'm sick of the way Cody Rhodes is being booked. I feel like he's a good babyface. That's true. He's pretty over. But where are the freaking heels, my brothers and sisters? And I swear, man, if Vince McMahon was here today, he would say one thing to freaking Triple H, and that would be...
Yeah!